good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tales for Tots. My name is Granny Jean, and this is one of the Ride Free Reading Room many programs that we have. We hope you'll explore them all for all different ages. So let's start by singing our hello song, shall we? The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you know, we have soldiers that keep us safe, and they are very brave. And many years ago, they're soldiers too. They wear uniforms, right? So we know who is on going to protect us. And they, the soldiers in England thought these hats were very dignified. So the head of the soldiers was a noble Duke of York. So here we go. Oh, the noble Duke of York had 10,000 men, and he marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up, and when they were down, they were down. And when they were halfway up the hill, they were neither up nor down. Come on, let's do that one again, and show me where up and down are. Can you do that? Come on. Oh, the noble Duke of York had 10,000 men, and he marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were halfway up the hill, they were neither up nor down. Oh, pretty silly hat. But anyway. Well, here's one of my favorite songs. Down by the bay. This is a bay, you see? And a little bit calmer so the sailboats can sail in it. See them out there in the bay? Well, it's part of the where the ocean comes sort of into the land and is protected, right? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, did you ever see a fly wearing a tie? Down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, did you ever see a whale with a polka dot tail? Down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, did you ever see a bear combing his hair? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, did you ever see a llama eating his pajamas? Down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, did you ever see a goose kissing a moose? Down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, Did you ever have a time when you couldn't make a rhyme? Down by the bay, down by the bay. Oh dear. Oh, I hope that that person goes home to see his mommy. My gracious. Well, Wizzy Wizard has a tip for us. And here's the tip. When we talk to our children, we often use just nouns. Children need adverbs and placement of things, prepositions, and adverbs and adjectives to describe what they are doing and what the object is. So try to expand their vocabulary using more than just nouns. Most important for their brain development and language. Well, my first book today is I Went Walking. Well, have you taken some walks with your mommy and daddy yet? Huh? I went walking. Oh, got all dressed to go walking. What did you see? Now, what do you see? Do you see a black tail in that basket? I wonder what that is. I saw a black cat looking at me. I went walking. What did you see? Whose tail is that? I saw a brown horse looking at me. I guess that horse knows me, huh? I went walking. What did you see? I see something brown, don't you? Reddish. I saw a red cow looking at me. And she's climbing right up on the cow. That cow must love that little boy. I went walking. What did you see? What is that green thing sticking out? Sort of had a hint at the beginning of the book, didn't we? I saw a green duck looking at me. Is that what you guessed? I went walking. What did you see? I wonder what that dirty thing is. Kind of grubby looking. I saw a pink pig looking at me. Well, he's pink now, isn't he? The little boy's washing all the mud off him. I went walking. Oh my goodness. Some animal is scooting all the dirt all over me. What is that? What kind of animal does that? I saw a yellow dog looking at me. I went walking. What did you see? I saw a lot of animals following me. Look at all those animals. The horse, the duck, the pig, the dog, the cow. I bet he lives on a farm. Do you think so? A farm is where all those kind of animals live. Well, here we have a spider web. They say a spider's web is very strong and beautifully made. But this is kind of a pretend song, right? A pretend counting song. And this is an elephant, right? Okay, there we go. One little elephant went out to play on a spider's web one day. He had such enormous fun. He asked another elephant to come. How many? Two. Two little elephants went out to play on a spider's web one day. They had such enormous fun. They asked another elephant to come. How many? Three. Three little elephants went out to play on a spider's web one day. They had such enormous fun. They asked another elephant to come. How many? Four, right? Four little elephants went out to play on a spider's web one day. They had such enormous fun. They asked another elephant to come. How many? Five. How many fingers do you have on your hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, what is an elephant? An elephant is a very big animal, right? Here's a famous elephant. He's in the storybooks, and his name is Babar. And he has a long trunk, right? A long nose that's very strong and helps him with all sorts of things. And here are 2 great big ears to flap. And that keeps the flies off, right? That's Babar, one of my favorite storybooks. So let's pretend we're elephants, okay? Can you do this with me? An elephant goes, here's his trunk. Elephant goes like this and that. He's terribly big and he's terribly fat. He has no fingers. He has different toes. And goodness gracious, what a nose. Come on, do this with me. The elephant goes like this and that. He's terribly big and he's terribly fat. He has no fingers. He has no toes. He has different toes. And goodness gracious, what a nose. Well, now we all go for a boat ride, right? We use a boat, right? Or water skis or one of those jet skis. Well, these people went out in the boat and their boat was a wash tub. People used to do their laundry in the wash tub or take their baths in this big tub, this big wooden tub. And there are 3 people in it, my gracious. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, and who do you think they be? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Helpers, they are all 3. Well, let's wonder what the butcher does. The butcher cuts the meat. The butcher cuts the meat. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the butcher cuts the meat. And the baker bakes the bread. The baker bakes the bread. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the baker bakes the bread. The candlestick maker makes the light. The candlestick maker makes the light. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the candlestick maker makes the light. Come on, let's do that one again. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, and who do you think they be? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Helpers, they are all 3. Are you a helper, huh? Do you help your mommy and your daddy and your nanny? Do you? I hope so. Well, Bouncing Babies. Do you have a baby in your house? Oh. Bouncing Babies by Mike Brownlow. And there they are, all those bouncing babies. Baby Sophie gives a yawn when she wakes just after dawn. Oh, no sleeping in for mommy and daddy. Baby Benny on the mat sucks his toes. Can you do that? Oh, they can do that because their legs are very short. Right? Anna pulls her sweater on and disappears. Now, where's she gone? Well, she's trying to dress herself. Can you dress yourself, huh? Sometimes it's a little hard with a sweater, I know. Little baby Catherine dribbles milk all down her chin. Well, babies aren't the only ones that do that. Bouncing baby Anthony sucks his thumb contentedly. How contentedly? Very happy. Little baby Ruby Rose always has a runny nose. Yeah, she probably has some allergies. What do you think? Tired little baby Freddie has a nap, and so does Teddy. Baby Daisy feels so pleased. She's learned to crawl on hands and knees. Wow. Baby Jack with curly hair throws his supper everywhere. Well, he doesn't know any better, right? He's just a little baby. Baby Arthur laughs and laughs, splishing, splashing in the bath. There he is. He loves his bath time. Little babies made in heaven go to sleep at 7:30. But when the owl says twit-to-hoo, babies wake at 2:30. Mine sure did. And 4 and 6. Well, five little ducks went swimming one day, over and under and far, far away. Mommy duck said quack, quack, quack. 4 little ducks came swimming back. 4 little ducks went swimming one day, over and under and far, far away. Grandma duck said quack, quack, quack. 3 little ducks came swimming back. 3 little ducks went swimming one day, over and under and far, far away. Uncle Duck said quack, quack, quack. 2 little ducks came swimming back. 2 little ducks went swimming one day, over and under and far, far away. Cousin Duck said quack, quack, quack. 1 little duck came swimming back. 1 little duck went swimming one day, over and under and far, far away. Grandpa Duck said quack, quack, quack. No little ducks went swimming back. No little ducks went swimming one day, over and under and far, far away. Daddy Duck said quack, quack, quack. 5 little ducks came swimming back. That was the original, but the to make it more politically correct, I changed the different heavies in that. Well, what do we have here? But we have some creatures in our garden. Some of them are very good for our garden, and some are not. Some eat up our vegetables, and one is the little snail. He has a shell on his back, and he loves cabbages. So here he goes. Slowly, slowly, very slowly creeps the garden snail. Slowly, slowly, very slowly up the wooden rail. What's this? Mouse. Quickly, quickly, very quickly runs a little mouse. Quickly, quickly, very quickly round about the house. Well, this is a great tickly game. You can maybe play it with your little baby brother or sister, or the nannies and mommies. Do it with your child. Here we go. Slowly, slowly, very slowly creeps the garden snail. Slowly, slowly, very slowly up the wooden rail. Quickly, quickly, very quickly runs a little mouse. Quickly, quickly, very quickly round about the house. Dancing feet. Do you have dancing feet? Huh? I hope so. And this is by Lindsay Craig. Dancing feet. That does look like an elephant, does it? Tippity, tippity, little black feet. Who is dancing that tippity beat? Huh? Can you guess who that is? Ladybugs are dancing on tippity feet. Tippity, tippity, happy feet. There they are. They are. They're the good insects. They're the ones that help our garden. Stompity, stompity, big gray feet. Who's that stomping, dancing that stompity beat? Huh? What did we say that was? Ah, elephant is dancing on stumpity feet. Stompity, stompity, happy feet. Right, there he is. Slappity, slappity, webbed orange feet. Who is dancing that slappity beat? Oh, I'm sure you know. Ducks are dancing them slappity feet. Slappity, slappity, happy feet. There they are, having a great old time. Creepity, creepity, little purple feet. Who is dancing on that creepity beat? Ah, caterpillars dancing on creepity feet. Creepity, creepity, happy feet. The person who drew that kept on drawing feet. A caterpillar has only 6 legs. But they took poetic license, I guess. Sorry. Thumpity, thumpity, furry brown feet. Who is dancing on thumpity feet? Who do you think that is? Oh, see the footprints? I have an idea. Aha! Bear is dancing on thumpity feet. Thumpity feet. Thumpity, thumpity, happy feet. Look at that. Clickety, clickety, long green feet. Who is dancing that clickety beat? There are his footprints. Who has toes like that? No. Lizard is dancing on clickety feet. Clickety, clickety, happy feet. There he is. Stampity, stampity, here are feet. Who is dancing that stampity beat? We are dancing on stampity feet. Stampity, stampity, happy feet. Stumpity, stompity, clickety. Oh, right. Here we are. Creepity. And what did I leave out here? Stompity, stampity, tippity, creepity, thumpity, slappity, clickety. I guess I didn't miss a thing. Okay, Dancing Feet by Lindsay Craig. Well, let's see. It's not really nighttime yet, but let's pretend it is. And there's a full moon, and some say there's a man in the moon. What do you think? The man in the moon looked out of the moon, and said, it's time for all the children on earth to think about going to bed. Well, lunchtime is pretty soon, and maybe you will take a morning nap. Who knows? Okay, so here we go. You say it with me. The man in the moon looked out of the moon, and said, it's time for all the children on earth to think about going to bed. And my baby is really getting very cranky, so we have to put her down for her nap. Can you help me? I'll sing her a lullaby if you'll help me, okay? Ah, rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetops. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come, baby, cradle and all. I think she's asleep. So we'll sing our bye-bye song. So bye-bye to baby and Granny Jean, and bye-bye to the elephants too. Bye-bye especially to Babar. It's time to say goodbye. And bye-bye to all my friends.